Welcome to Classic Car Cave. This is the XJ6. So it's all back together. As you can see, we've got this new piece on it instead of the scabbard which goes down the centre, and you can see it looks much neater down there. Bit disappointed with this, to be honest. We had to actually bend this a little bit here because it just slides backwards and forwards, which is pretty piss poor really, considering. The chrome one I have on the XK is much nicer, but extremely expensive, but there you go. So it's got all new leads on it. Everything's back together. We've put the original fuel line in, but just made it better. But we will change it. I'll get a 4-way for that. So we're leaving the air filter out just now, so we can make sure there's nothing coming through. Oil, we need to just empty a little bit of the oil because it's a little bit over topped up. But apart from that, so we're going to give it a go. I don't expect it to start on the first turn, but you never know. So I'll leave this with them here. Just watch your fingers in it. You stick your fingers out there.
No problem.
Right, so she'll run.
Shut.
Check that fuel line there.
Yeah.
That pedal doesn't feel right.
Throttle pad.
Nothing wrong with the throttle pedal. Throttle pedal was wrong.
Maybe I'll check it.
It's Sunday afternoon. Amir and Refka have gone back to Bosnia because they don't have visas now. They can only stay for a certain amount of time, and they have a certain amount of days they can do in a year. So yeah, we have to kind of come and go with it a little bit. But just to give you a bit of an update, still got a problem with the XJ6. And what we've done now is put it all back together. We actually changed the plugs, the points, and the condenser on it, and we're having real problems getting it started up. The timing was never changed. The plug leads are all correct. We've checked it. So the firing order is correct. There is only 2 positions. If you think about it, a 4-stroke cycle, there's only 2 times when the pistons is top dead center. One is on the exhaust, and the other one is when it's on compression, and that lines up with the pulley. So we checked both ways just to make sure. The only other way to do this properly is to take the cam covers off and make sure that both the cams are upright, both the inlet and the exhaust, which is a pain to do. Normally on an overhead valve car, it's not such a problem. You can just take the rocker cover off and look. But with these, you've got to take both cam covers off. So if I continue having problems, I'll have to do that just to make sure we are on TDC. But like I said, there is only 2 cycles when it's up, exhaust and compression. So it's trying to turn over. The biggest problem we've got here is we messed around with the carburetors, and after doing a bit of research on YouTube, this is why I do YouTube, because I get a lot from it. These carburetors were fitted, these HS8s, but this AED, or this automatic enrichment device in the center, are well known for being a problem. In fact, SU actually make a kit to put them onto a manual choke to take it out of the system. But there's a few pieces on this car that are correct, they're in the right position, but they've been made up. So there's a copper pipe, which I'm going to show you now, which is actually in the system, but it's a stainless steel pipe. So somebody's made this copper pipe up, and I'm just wondering if maybe the solder is bad, and so I think there's a situation where the air in the fuel mixture is not correct. I don't particularly like these carburetors, so I'm seriously thinking, I think I might have 2 HD8s, which I had on my E-Type. I had 3 on my E-Type, and I've got 3 on this XK150. And I particularly like them, and I like the idea of the manual choke. The automatic chokes are a pain, and these are well known, these AEDs. And this is what it looks like. This is this AED. So we've taken it out the system and basically blanked these 2 plugs off on the carburetor. and I think this is what's causing the problem. So I'm going to turn it over now and show you exactly how it sounds, and it just doesn't seem to be firing correctly. Now I know we haven't changed the timing, the ignition timing with the distributor, so what I'm going to have to do is really start from scratch. I've checked the compression, all the cylinders are 165 plus 1 or 2 psi, so we know they're good. So I'll have to go back to scratch and start right from the get-go, retime it up and just see where the problem is, but it just isn't firing, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'm not sure if this ignition's on. I have to check the battery. No, it's not. So I've got, on this car, I've got a quick disconnect, which is basically just something you can take with you. Right. The quick disconnect is a really nice thing to have, because you can actually take it off and take with you in the room. And unless somebody has that particular profile, they can't start it because there's no connection to the battery. And for fires when they're being stored. So I'll show you what it sounds like. And you can. So this is this quick disconnect I was talking about. You basically just do that. You can actually take it all the way out and put it in your pocket. Okay, so these are the HS8s that are on it. Now, I thought this was just made up. Somebody's actually made this one up. This copper pipe is not original, but it is built. It's done the same way. So maybe there was one on it and the pipe was damaged. I don't know, but it does come off that breather. It does come through into the carburetors. This air one that comes into the center here, we've taken off and just blocked it off, and they will run. I've watched Adam on Living with a Classic, and he does a video on these, and because they have to be done separately, he piped them off, so I know they will work. So yeah, I mean, in the kit was a bit limited. There was basically that jet tube underneath, and there was bits for the float and some gaskets. That was really it. But there's something with these that I really don't like on here, I don't feel any of the there they are. They are on there. But they just feel, I don't know, I just feel like there's an awful lot of movement in there. I don't know. I mean, it could be the fact that we've put new tubes on the bottom, and now they're tighter than the original ones were. And apart from putting new ones back in, I can't think. When we've taken the plugs out so many times, it's unbelievable. But when we've taken them out, sometimes they're a bit wet. If we've even tried to put jet fuel into it, put fuel into one of these spray bottles here, and even then it'll kick a little bit, but it won't run. So it's almost like some issue with air and fuel. I'm pretty sure it isn't the timing, but nothing's been touched on the distributor, but it's a bit of a mystery. Anyway, and as I say, we've checked the leads, but the only thing I can do, as I said, is take that cam cover off. It can only be in one or two places. I can't think where else it could be. Anyway, so that's where we are with it. It's a bit of a shame, because it was running okay, and why it's decided now, after having just a few things changed on it. I mean, all we did was strip the whole thing off and change the inlet manifold gasket, which is brand new now, and it's all tight, so there's no problems there. It just seems that these are very finicky compared to the HD8s. They seem an awful lot easier to, and I do like the idea of a manual choke. So I'm thinking you can buy a kit from from SU Berlin, and it's the choke cable itself, and then the cams to go on here, so you can operate the choke manually. And you know, maybe that's the thing. I don't know. I mean, everything seems to be working okay. There's no slack anywhere. You know, they've been put back right. But yeah, it just, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's bloody annoying because I can't pin down exactly what the issue is.